What is up, you guys? Welcome to day one of Tank Top Arms. I am so excited to show you guys the moves for today's workout. I've got it set up to where I've got a regular version, a little bit of an advanced version, and a modified version. That way, no matter what level you're at, you will feel comfortable and safe doing these moves because we don't want anybody getting hurt doing this. So what you'll need today is a set of light and medium weights. I'm going to be using my 10 pounders for both just because I feel comfortable with them on both of the moves, but you can use anywhere from a 5-pound weight, 8, 6, 7, anything honestly. If you don't have any free weights, feel free to grab a heavy can of soup, a full wine bottle that's maybe lying around. Anything that you've got, you can make it work. Just make sure it's something that you can have a good grip on. We don't want you dropping it on your toes or anything like that. So with that being said, let's start with our first move of the day. It's going to be an isometric row. So I'm going to get my 10-pound weights, and what we're going to do is first we're going to make sure that we set up our form really well. Every time you do this, you want to make sure your form's good, that way you don't get hurt. So what we're going to do is step one foot forward and the other foot back. This front leg is going to be lunged just a little bit, not super far forward, not leaning back, but just to where your knee is directly above your ankle. And the back leg's also going to be straight to where it'll support you and hold you up. It's going to be a 45-degree angle in your back, and no matter what, you want to keep your back flat at all times. So you don't want it to be hunched over or arched back. That's going to be super bad for your core, and that's how you definitely pull muscles in your back while lifting weights. So our first move is a row. So you're going to have your knees start down by your weights start down by your knees, and all you're gonna do is row them up into your armpits. You don't want them super forward like by your shoulders or by your waist, just straight from by your knees and up into your armpits and back down. Then once they're back down, we're gonna add just a little stand up in between. You don't think that'll burn much, but I promise it'll give you an extra little burn in your booty. So you're gonna start here, row up, down, and stand up, and then back, squeeze up, down, and stand up. Now, to make this a little bit more advanced, what we're gonna do is when you go back, row up, down, and then float your knee up in the front. It's gonna challenge your balance even more than just coming to a regular standing position. So that is our first move. Our second move of the day is going to be a front raise. So with these, I am very particular about making sure form is right because this is how I've gotten my only injury from lifting weights. So what we're gonna do, I'll show you from the side first. So you're gonna hold your weight, and it's gonna be resting basically right in front of your thigh. And when we row up, you're gonna row up and back a little bit. Start with lighter weights with these. And if you feel a pinch that hurts, you're doing it wrong. It shouldn't be pinching hurt. It should be definitely feel like a burning in your muscle, but nothing should hurt. So from the front, it's gonna look nice and easy. You're just gonna start with your weights both right in front of you and row up. Pull your elbows are gonna be what move back and just down, nice and simple. So that's gonna be our simple modified version. And then if you wanna kick it up a notch, step your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart and turn your toes to where they're at on the angle. And what we're gonna do is when we row up, we're gonna drop down into a sumo squat. Nice and easy. Hands are only coming up to your chest. You don't wanna come up higher. If you do feel a pinch or anything does feel uncomfortable, feel free to just come halfway up and back down. But whatever you do, if there's pinching, don't do it. Make sure you're checking your form and try only going halfway and seeing if that feels better. So, like I said, option one is to just row up and down, nice and easy. Option two is to add that squat in while you do the row. Okay, and so with that, let's move on to our final move. For our last move, you don't need weights. If you are on a hard surface like I am, you might want to bring out a mat. If you're going to use a modified elbow version, which I do, you're going to come down to the floor, and what we're going to do is a side plank with a dip. So we have a couple options. I'll show you the first one is our standard version. You're gonna come up into a side plank. So you'll be on the sides of both of your feet and your shoulder is gonna be directly above your wrist. You can either put your hand on your hip, lay it flat by you, whatever feels comfortable. And all you're gonna do from here is dip your hip down and raise it back up. Same thing over and over again. I promise you'll feel it more in your core, but it's working your shoulder and the top of your arm so much. So if you need to modify, we've got two different options. The first one is to go down on your forearm instead of being up on your wrist. This could be if your shoulders aren't strong enough, if your wrists aren't strong enough, or even if your core isn't. Whatever makes you feel the most comfortable, do that. So, same concept, shoulder's gonna be above your elbow instead of above your wrist. Feet are both gonna be parallel to each other on the side of the feet, and you're still gonna dip down and back up. I promise you will still feel it just as much if you're on your elbow as if you were on your hand. And then another option is to be down on your knee. So you'll be up with your shoulder above your wrist. Your top leg is gonna be all the way extended, but your bottom leg, your knee is gonna be bent, and that's gonna be more so what's supporting you. Same thing though, dip down and back up. This one definitely gives you more support in your core than anything else. So if you do feel really weak in your core, I definitely recommend this because it gives your core a break, but it still really works your arm. So with that, those are your moves for the day. Make sure you knock them all out and comment below with your sweaty selfie and check in. Let me know what you guys thought and what you guys are looking forward to most tomorrow. See you guys later. Bye.